Alright, so in this video we are going to look at using what we know now about circumference in a way to represent it in a real life application, and specifically with the concept of revolutions. Alright, so keep in mind, let's just recall, our circumference formula, remember, is equal to pi times diameter, or 2 pi r if we are thinking of it in terms of radians. The example here says the dimensions of a car tire are shown. To the nearest foot, how far does the tire travel when it makes 15 revolutions? All right, so let's talk about that term revolutions. Well, if you don't know what a revolution is just a complete turn around, right? So if I went all the way around a circle, that is one revolution. So the question is, how far is it traveling when it makes 15 revolutions? Before we know what 15 revolutions is, we have to figure out what one revolution is. So based on our concepts so far, what really is one revolution? Well, you probably guessed it, one revolution is the circumference. What we're trying to ask ourselves is what is the circumference, and then take that into a context of 15 different times. So our circumference here is, of course, pi times diameter. But we have to find out what the diameter is first and foremost. So it's pi times 5.5 plus 15 plus 5.5 in this example, because I'm going all the way from start to finish. All right. So if this is going to give us one revolution, we just got to find the total circumference and multiply it by 15. So we have 11 plus 15 gives us 26, and so we end up saying that we have 26 pi is one revolution. So if that's one revolution, 15, I'm going to call them revs, 15 revs is 15 times 26 pi. So this is how far it's going to travel 15 revolutions, and 26 times 15 is 390, and we can just kind of keep it as 390 pi if we want to be exact with our distance here. All right, and 15 revolutions, I guess we're talking into the nearest foot. So it is to the nearest foot. So let's go ahead and take that into account real quick. I don't want to skip over what it says. To the nearest foot, how far does the tire travel? So 390 times roughly 3.14 gives us 1,224.6 inches. But again, let's keep in mind it's nearest foot. So we want to divide that by 12 in the end. So roughly we're about 102 feet. So that would be our total revolutions, or total feet after 15 revolutions. All right, let's take a look at one more regarding revolutions. A car tire has a diameter of 28 inches. So let's draw a little diagram here. Here's our tire. It's got a diameter of 28 inches. How many revolutions does the tire make while traveling 500 feet? So now we're trying to identify what was the revolution. Well, once again, let's kind of think about this. Our circumference here of one revolution would be 28 times pi. So that's one revolution that we are dealing with. And it wants to know how many if we're doing 500 feet. So 28 pi is roughly 3.14, roughly 87.9 inches. 87.9 inches. But we're going to be dealing with a total of 500 feet. So we want to go ahead and change that into feet. So 87.9 inches. All right, we're going to divide that by 12 to put it into feet. So that's roughly going to be about 7.3 feet. So if I'm at 7.3 feet for one revolution, all right, around that circle, if I went 500 feet, and I'm going to go ahead and divide that by 7.3 to go ahead and find out how many revolutions did it end up taking to get there? So 500 divided by 7.3, roughly about 68.5. So we'll round it on up to 69 revolutions there. 69 revolutions to get there. All right, and that's going to close up shop on this video, and we're on to the next one.